Thelonious. Boogie, boogie, I mean boogie, boogie. Why don't you give it a chance? Grab yourself a partner. Music is a smart nerd. Whatever you call it, let's dance. We has jazz, jazz, jazz. We has jazz, jazz, jazz. We has jazz, jazz, jazz. Yes, we have. We has jazz, jazz, jazz. We has jazz, jazz, jazz. We has jazz, jazz, jazz. Yes, we have. Yes, we has jazz. We has jazz. We got razzmatazz, I mean tazzmatazz. Whatever you call it, it swings. Beep-a-diddle-doo-wop, doodle-doo-wop. Who? Susan? What are you doing? Hey, where did everybody go?
Who's everybody, Rick? You were dancing around here all by yourself. At least I think that was dancing. Yeah, Rick, those are some pretty interesting moves.
Very funny, Kate and Susan, but seriously, where did everybody go?
Who's everybody, Rick? We're the only ones here.
All those cats I was jamming with? Woody, Dizzy, Louie, Thelonious?
Thelonious?
Yeah, all my jazzer friends. We were having a jam session. Couldn't you hear us? Man, we were smoking. We had jazz, jazz, jazz. We had jazz, jazz, jazz.
Well, I didn't see any smoke, but there sure seems like a lot of hot air floating around here.
No, really, you guys. I know it seems unbelievable, but some of the greatest jazz artists of all time were here singing and swinging like you wouldn't believe. There's Charlie Parker, Count Basie, Billie Holiday, and even
Thelonious.
Exactly. So where'd they go?
I think you better lay off the iPod for a while, Rick. You're starting to imagine things. That's right. Thelonious Funk has been there since 1982, and those others are ancient history. Besides, jazz is music for old people. Let's go hear some real stuff.
Forgive them, Thelonious. They don't know what they're saying.
Rick really likes jazz.
Like isn't a word that should be used in the same sentence as jazz. Like is for summers at the beach. Like is for Big Macs. Like is for the way I feel about Amy Sempleton.
Ooh, Amy Sempleton.
That's right. Like for the beach. Like for fast food. Like for well, you know what I mean. All those things I like. Jazz, I love.
Well, thank you, Charlie Parker.
Somebody call Charlie Parker? Charlie Parker?
Who's Charlie Parker?
What do you mean, who's Charlie Parker? He's only the greatest jazz saxophone player who's ever sucked down a reed.
You can just call me Bird. That's what my friends call me.
Bird?
Never mind the nickname. Speaking of friends, here comes the rest of the gang. Hiya, Duke, Benny, Dizzy, Gene. I'm really anxious to get this jam session started, but where's Thelonious? Has anyone seen Thelonious?
Thelonious?
Rick really loves Thelonious Monk.
Are you really going to have a jam session right here like you did in the old days?
Sure thing, kid. We do it every Saturday night, as long as nobody has another cake to make. Oh, Mr. Krupa, you know as well as I that once you made it to the Pearly Gates Jazz Festival, you rarely have other commitments.
Excuse me, Rick, but aren't all these jazz musicians passed on?
Jazz musicians never die. They just go to the big old club in the sky. It's a wonderful world, kid.
You said it, Louis. Now come on, everybody. Are we going to just jam or stand around and talk all night?
Let's jam!
Everybody has jazz inside, so don't you run and don't you hide. Just share that music, make that sound. There's plenty of jazz to go around.
You got the rhythm, you got the style, you got the swing, and you got the smile. Now you're ready, it's up to you. There's only one thing left to do.
Yeah, let's jam! Everybody join the fun, let's jam! Dance till the day is done, let's jam! Everybody on the floor, or we will show you the door. Hey, let's jam! Everybody join the band, let's jam! The best band in the land, let's jam! Here's where your jam began, we're jamming as fast as we can. Yeah, let's jam!
cool, I guess. Pretty cool. Okay, Miss Holiday, it was great.
Yeah, and wait till you hear that lady sing the blues.
I like it too, but it's time to go hear some real modern music. Maybe some rap or rock and roll.
That's pretty good music, Kate. I can see why you like it. But you know, all that kind of music has its roots in the music we all play, American jazz.
Listen to him. He's a count, you know. Excuse me, Count Dracula.
That's Basie, sweetie. Count Basie.
Yeah, whatever. I guess I really don't know what jazz is. That makes two of us, Susan, and I certainly don't know why everybody is so excited about it. So Count Basie, what's jazz?
What's jazz?
You might as well ask what's ragtime.
You might as well ask what's bebop.
You might as well ask what's swing.
Well, what are ragtime, bebop, and swing?
Kids, let me tell you this so you'll never forget it. Jazz is the only kind of music born in America, destined to be experienced throughout the world.
Jazz is one of our greatest treasures.
It all began way back in the days of slavery, when the rhythmic music of West Africa mixed with the songs of the New World to create a whole new sound.
Work in the morning, work in the evening, work driving steel till the sun goes down. Work, bodies weary, work, bodies aching, work, bodies bent down to the ground. Swing that hammer, 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 swing that hammer. Lower to these chains I'm bound. Swing that hammer, 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 swing that hammer. When the big boss man comes round, work in the morning, work in the evening, work driving steel till the sun goes down. Work, bodies weary, work, bodies aching, work, bodies bent down to the ground. Work, bodies bent down to the ground. Work, bodies bent down to the ground. Work.
Wow, so that's jazz. Oh, I see. So jazz is the music that the slaves sang as they worked in the fields?
Well, kids, that's where jazz began, but it sure didn't stop there.
You mean there's more?
A lot more, but it wasn't always a very happy history. Remember that the life of a slave in America wasn't an easy one. It was lonely, frightening, exhausting, and, well, mean.
Well, Annie, I lost my homework, my bike broke down, and my dog ran away.
Ooh, that's bad.
And that was just this morning.
You sure you're not a country western singer, Marie?
No, but I sure am feeling poorly.
Me too. My life is about as miserable as wearing a necktie in July.
Ooh, that's bad.
I'm feeling sad, kids. I'm real sad.
Me too. I'm feeling melancholy, Miss Billy. Real melancholy.
When I feel this poorly, there's only one thing I can think of to do.
Wallow in it? Tell everybody how miserable you are and try to make them feel bad too?
Whine and throw tantrums till you get your way, Miss Billy?
That's what we do.
No, kids, when I'm feeling poorly, there's only one thing I know to do.
Can you teach us to sing the blues, Miss Billy?
No, kids, you're all way too young to sing the blues. In order to sing the true blues, a person has to have felt some real pain in their lives. To sing the blues, a person has to have suffered.
Oh, I've suffered, Miss Billy. I've suffered real bad.
Me too, Miss Billy. Nobody knows the trouble I've seen. Yeah, I got problems, Miss Billy. I got big problems.
Tell me about it, son.
Only you
Mr. Joplin.
My pleasure, Count Baby. I helped take the sting out of this music. You see, kiddos, the blues were around way before anybody ever thought of the word jazz. In fact, that word wasn't even coined until the famous author F. Scott Fitzgerald used it to describe the 1920s. Now pay attention out there. There may be a quiz.
Wow, he's very enthusiastic.
That's why they call him the entertainer. And it wasn't just the blues they were singing, no sir. When they said jazz, they were talking about... when they said jazz, they were talking about Dixieland. And when they said jazz, they were talking about ragtime.
No kidding, Mr. Joplin. Blues, soul, Dixieland, that's all jazz?
That's right, Daddy, because jazz got its early start way down in the beautiful New Orleans.
Who are you?
Franklin Moore, of course, but you can call me Jelly Roll.
Jelly Roll?
Never mind. Anyway, a lot of people, mostly myself, claim that I actually invented jazz music, and it was in New Orleans, the jazziest town on earth.
But it wasn't long before jazz floated right up the Mississippi River and made its way to the cold and grime of Chi-Town.
Chi-Town?
Chicago, baby. Chicago, Illinois.
And who are you?
Louis Armstrong, of course, but you can call me Satchmo.
Satchmo?
Never mind, you see. Chicago held the promise for a new life for Southerners like Joe King Oliver, me, and the original Dixieland Jazz Band.
Joe King Oliver?
Somebody call for me?
What's the King stand for? King of what?
King of Jazz, King of Chicago, King of Creole, King of
Hot Air.
Get on the boat, kids, and we'll ride that big old muddy river and sing our way to a brand new life.
What river?
What river? What river? The river. The big river. The big muddy river. Now give me an M.
M.
Give me an I.
I.
Give me an S.
S.
Give me an S.
S.
Give me a bunch of I's and S's and P's and stuff.
I.
Let's go.
Yeah! Moving up the river, leaving New Orleans, going to Chicago, do you know what I mean? Ask us how we'll get there and you'll hear a reply. Up the M-I-S-S-I-S-S-I-P-P. Big and bold and muddy and as wide as a mile. Brand new kind of music in a brand new style. Set your feet a dancing, put a gleam in your eye. Up the M-I-S-S-I-S-S-I-P-P. Hear the whistle, ring the bell. Get on board fairly well. We'll knock 'em dead with Dixie, gonna have us a ball. Tell my friends we might not get back home at all. Happy smiling faces and you know we don't lie. Up the M-I-S-S-I-S-S-I-P-P. Ya-ta-ta-da-da-da. 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 Ya-da. Ya-ta-ta-da-da-da. 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 Ya-da. Hear the whistle, ring the bell. Get on board fairly well. We'll knock 'em dead with Dixie, gonna have us a ball. Tell my friends we might not get back home at all. Happy smiling faces and you know we don't lie. Up the M-I-S-S-I-S-S-I-P-P. Up the M-I-S-S-I-S-S-I-P-P. Up the M-I-S-S-I-S-S-I-P-P. Up the M-I-S-S-I-S-S-I-P-P. Mississippi!
All right, what a great song. Jazz is the happiest music I've ever heard. It must have been great to live in Chi-Town, New Orleans, New York, or anywhere in America with all that happy music around.
Well, much of it was happy music, but the truth is, it was quite a blue time in America in the 1920s and 30s. We had just finished a very bad war in Europe.
There was a depression.
1 out of every 4 Americans was out of work. There wasn't much extra money for entertainment.
But that didn't stop the real swingers. Ladies and gentlemen, presenting Betty Goodman, Lester Young, and Cab Calloway.
Lady be good or lady be bad. Don't be so blue and don't be so sad. Lester is here with his trusted sax and swings the thing, and them's the facts.
Hotty, hotty, hotty ho, Cab Calloway, and I ought to know, Chicago's swell, but New York's the way to go. Cotton Club's ready for a real hot show. Here I am, fellas, the new king of swing. With my clarinet, I can make this town sing. Benny Goodman's the name's got a mighty fine ring, but it don't mean a thing if you ain't got that swing.
Hobo swing, everybody's doing it. Hobo swing, man alive. Hobo swing, there's no way stopping it. You're gonna dig this jumping jive. Hobo swing, hopping and I'm hopping it. Hobo swing, give me 5. Hobo swing, hopping, don't you drop it now. You're gonna dig this jumping jive. Down the tracks we're jamming, hear that engine roar. Making music with my friends, who could ask for anything more? Hobo swing, cutting up the rug tonight. Hobo swing, we've arrived. Hobo swing, breaking up the Fahrenheit. You're gonna dig this jumping jive. Ba-ba-da-da. Ba-ba-da-da. Ooh-ah, ooh-ah, ba-ba-da-da. 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 Ooh-ah, ba-da-da. Down the tracks we're jamming, hear that engine roar. Making music with my friends, who could ask for anything more? Hobo swing, cutting up a rug tonight. Hobo swing, we've arrived. Hobo swing, cranking up the Fahrenheit. You're gonna dig this jumping jive. You're gonna dig this jumping jive. Jazz.
You know, I like all this talk about jazz. In fact, those were the swingingest hobos I've ever seen.
Yes, but other than Bessie Smith and Billie Holiday, it seems like all the big names in jazz are men.
Yeah, aren't there any women who has jazz?
Hello, girls. I'm Ella Fitzgerald, and you already know Billie Holiday and Bessie Smith, and this is our friend Mary Lou Williams, one of the greatest composers and pianists of the entire jazz era. She practically made Dizzy Gillespie famous for the charts she wrote for him.
That's right, ladies. That man was nothing but puffed up cheeks before I got a hold of it. You think anybody could ever be successful with a pucker like that? And that ridiculous trumpet sticking straight up. You've got to be kidding.
Ladies, please, we have got to try to remain dignified. Of course, the woman played a very important role in the development of jazz music, and of course, the men will always take all of the credit. But we know the truth, and therefore, we must remain sophisticated ladies.
Is he here? Is he here? Where is he? Where is he? Where?
Calm down, Rick. Take it easy.
But is he here yet? I heard he was on his way here.
Who, Rick? Is who here?
Mr. Monk, I heard he was on his way here.
Mr. Monk, as in Thelonious.
Yes, of course. Thelonious.
Who was this character anyway? Who is this character anyway? And what were his parents thinking of?
Who was he? Who was he? Only the most innovative jazz pianist of the century. Only the hero of bebop generation. Only the...
Alrighty. I just hope he had a good sense of humor with a name like Thelonious.
So Aaron Lawrence is going to make a big announcement today on the future jazz as we know it.
Is that what this is all about? Where do you think jazz ought to go?
Yeah, we've been from the Cotton Fields to the Cotton Club already. What could possibly be left? Well, get ready, everybody, because here he comes. Might as well hear what he's going to say.
To bop or not to bebop, there is no question.
I think I'm gonna cry.
You see, ladies and gentlemen, jazz is our music, the music of America. From the blue-lit streets of New Orleans up the river to St. Louis. From the gangster club of Chicago to the bright lights of Harlem. We made it, and it made us. We know it's have our freedom, but jazz is freedom. Just think about that. We know it's have our peace. We know it's have enough money, or shelter, and food to eat. Since the first trade worker struck up a song, accompanied only to be his pitchfork and the beat of his heart. We has it. We has it, folks. We has jazz.
Yeah!